Hello everyone. I'm doing great. I hope all of you are. Today we are going to talk about Amazon S3. So basically, this is a service that offers storage in AWS. So what we will be doing today is trying to use the command line. So this is where we will start. We will be moving to JavaScript just to show you how we can use certain libraries to achieve this. So, but for now, we are going to start from the foundation. So this means creating an IAM user for authentication. And there, when you are going to create keys, so these keys we will use to set up the command line systems in our machine, and we are going to upload, download, and delete a file from S3. So this will be mostly in the command line. So yeah, we'll start from here. So what is cloud? Cloud storage is a web service where your data can be stored, accessed quickly, backed up by users on the internet. It is more reliable, scalable, and secure than traditional on-premises systems. So AWS offers two models in terms of how they charge you. So this is pay only what you use. So this would be like you have done this much transaction and taken this much storage, and this is how much you owe us. Or they would say, we will allocate you this much storage, and whether you use all of it or not, you will pay us for that amount. And why do you need cloud storage? Basically, you need cloud storage to run away from the situations that people before had. So this would be having to purchase hardware and software. So you can imagine ordering all these components, and you require a team that knows what they are doing, that they will put the systems together. And then most times, since you are starting small, people don't even take into account of scalability until it's too late, and then they have to deal with issues and downtime and stuff like that. And security. It's hard to secure a security that you're building from scratch. Even if it's experts, it takes time to just do that correctly. Now, AWS offers a few storage solutions, but I'm only just going to mention the S3 part of it. So S3 is simple storage service, and the purpose is object storage service designed for scalability, high availability, and durability. So the use case of this is ideal for storing, retrieving any amount of data, such as backups, content storage, and data lakes. So as you can see, there are also definitions for others. I might attach this document to this video. So what is S3? Amazon Simple Storage Service, Amazon S3, is an object storage service offering industry-leading scalability, data availability, security, and performance. So what would you benefit from, say, using S3? So S3 offers 99.9999% durability. That means your data is very safe inside the S3, Amazon S3 systems, and low cost. lets you store data in a range of storage classes. These classes are based on frequency, immediacy you require in accessing the files. So what they mean there is, depending what storage you use, some of it is slow, some of it is fast, some of it is not meant to be used frequently, some of it is long term. So these storage classes cost differently depending on what you use them for. That's why it's important for you to know what you need the data for, just to make sure you optimize for your cost, basically. So it also offers scalability. S3 charges you only for what resources you actually use, and there's no hidden fees or average charges. You can scale your storage resources easily, meet your organization's ever-changing demands. Availability. S3 offers the 99.9. I guess they have removed the other nines, so it's not as durable in availability. So offers 99% availability of objects. So in security, S3 offers an impressive range of access management tools and encryption features that provide top-notch security. Flexibility. S3 is ideal for a wide range of uses like data storage, data backup, software delivery, data archiving, disaster recovery, website hosting, mobile applications, and you can also use it for like static websites that don't need like fancy JavaScript to work, because you can't run JavaScript in there. It's not a server, it's just a storage system. So simple data transfer. You don't have to be an IT genius to execute data transfers on S3. The service revolves around simplicity and ease of use. I hope these have compelled you enough to like to know more about Amazon S3. So an S3 bucket. So think of it this way. There are regions. So regions are like, say, in the planet, you would say the continent, you treat them as regions. So the planets would have even their own regions, like south, north, and stuff like that. So these regions have buckets. So buckets, look at them as houses. So everyone can create their bucket in a certain region. So you can put your stuff in that bucket. That means in that region you can't have duplicate names, so you have to be unique with what you name these buckets, because it's a lot of them and a lot of people use S3. So it's sometimes harder to pick names if you pick simple names. And a bucket has an object, so it has like properties to it. So some of the properties would be an object. This would be the file that is being kept in that particular bucket. So as you can see here, this would be a folder, and the actual object is penguins.jpg. That means if you are looking for a file, say by specific key, you would point to that penguins.jpeg being the actual file you are looking for. And this is the whole path of it. And the bucket name that I said is like a house, so you give it maybe something like simply land, or something family folder or something like that. And the link is like the whole path to that file, so it will be Amazon, and then the bucket, and then the folder, and then to the actual file that you're looking for. So
And now for something completely different.
these are the things we are going to do today. So we'll go into the console. Now you just can't start creating scripts to how can I put it? To set up the CLI to work properly. You can't just go on your command file or on your command link and just start typing commands to retrieve data. It does not work that way. So you need to like set up a secure system so that AWS knows that it's you who's trying to access the service. So this comes with steps. I'm going to show each step step after step, so and pay attention. So if we look into this, you create a user. The user is the one AWS knows that I have this user and he has access to site search and he's looking to do this. So you need first to get a user and then create keys that will allow you to do that and set up the credentials on your machine. So let's create a user. So you're going to open that. Let's also open a link to S3. If you don't have this selected, I'm sure yours will be different. You can go here and search like S3 and you'll see the list in there. So we are going to go in here and we are going to go into users. So we'll create a new user. What do we call him? S3 Lindsay S3 user. So we're going to click next. We're going to select this. We are not going to add a group or create a new group. The permission we are looking for is S3. You don't just say I want admin access for everything inside AWS. That's very dangerous. So even with this, if you look at it, it also needs to be narrowed when you are like doing something in production, but this is for education purposes, so we can use for access, but it's recommended to like narrow down on what exactly you will be using. So we'll click here and next. So this is the permission that we have added. We want full access to AWS S3. So we are going to click create user. So let's let it create. This is our user. You're going to get in here. What we need to set up the command line is the key, the access key ID, and the secret to set this up. So when we click this, and what we want to use is the command line. So we can agree with this, and they're recommending that use AWS Cloud Shell browser-based CLI to run commands. Use CLI v2 to enable authentication through user IAM identity. So these are just in case you didn't know kind of information. So here we need to give a description. So used for accessing S3. We can create that. Now it creates the keys, and this is the secret that it gives you. Also, when you do this, it gives you the option to download. Please download it, keep it safe somewhere. So as you can see, this was another one I was testing, and yeah. So we need these two to be able to set up the command line. So let's keep them here. And also copy this and drop it here. So now, first to configure the command line for S3, we need to go here. So what you need to do is type AWS configure and run it. So it will ask you for keys, but since you are using different, I think we need to clear this. So let's make sure we clear the content, the last account, so that we make sure we are actually using our contents. So first we have to Control C. For those who already have like existing account, I seem to have it, so let's make sure we remove them before we start doing anything. So I'm slash AWS credentials, and also type I just the last one and config. So that one will remove the old stuff that we have. So AWS config. Oh, my bad. AWS configure, not config. So as you can see, now we don't have the existing options like it gave us here. Here, because this were unexpired existing account credentials. So what we need to do to give it first is the access key ID. So provide that, paste in there, and we need the secret second. Let's paste that in there, and the region. So if you go into your account, when you go here, you will see that it will show you like in Virginia, so it's US East one. So you can copy that and paste it in there. And data format, here you can use YAML or JSON. So I usually write YAML here, and that way we are done. So next, what we need to do is create a new bucket in this folder. So let's call the bucket, it will be general purpose, Lindsay that bucket. I hope you remember this. Lindsay that bucket, and never enable this. This allows anyone to access your bucket, so make sure that this is never off. So as you can see, public initially it is off. That means you can have public access to the bucket through the ACL access control list, and it's just basically preventing usage of it or publicly, because anyone else can access it otherwise. So now we have to click create bucket. I hope our name is not unavailable. So now we have created bucket. This is the bucket. So as you can see, is empty. So now we have to try to upload the file. So on your machine, you can create a folder on your, I don't know, I'll use this folder. So this folder has a file. It's an audio file, so it's named Gotham. So what we'll try first is uploading to this folder, uploading to our bucket. So we are going to, for us to upload, we are going to use S3 commands that are utilized for uploading. So we are going to upload, to download, and delete a specific file. So for us to upload, we have to write AWS S3 CP. So this is where you write the actual file that you want to upload. So if you start with dot, this is saying in the directory that I am. Oh, my mistake. So we are looking for the folder that we just showed. So you do ls and cd, I think it's on desktop, so it's dcd desktop, desktop, and do ls again, and we are looking for this folder. So we do cd dot and ls. So this is our folder that we have, and we need to upload this file to S3. So this was the command I was writing before we discovered we are in the wrong location. So S3 cp, and so when you click dot, it's like in this location, and slash, you're looking for a file named Gotham, and it has an extension called amp3, and we are sending this file to S3. So colon // and this is where the bucket name comes in. So you have to go to S3, copy the bucket name, and you can paste it in there. Hopefully we did not make any mistake, and we can click enter. So let's just wait for it to start. So as you can see, it has started uploading. The internet is slow, but it will finish. So we have a file named gotham.mp3. So this is our bucket. We have successfully uploaded. You have to refresh. So as you can see, it has uploaded successfully. So now I think we need to duplicate this file. So let's name this zoom. Zoom, and we should also upload zoom. So just click the up arrow and move to the name, and do you have 3 zeros or just 2? Let me just check. 2 zeros. 2 O's, not zeros. So remove the 1, and let's upload this 2. And now we are refresh again. As you can see, we have uploaded 2 files, and now we are going to delete all of them. Okay. We are going to delete all these files so that we can demonstrate the downloading process. So if we want to download the files, all of them, we have to write AWS S3 async and then the S3 directory that we are looking for, and the bucket name is lean start bucket. So this is AWS S3 async. We are downloading this file. And where are we downloading? So if you just put a dot in there, that's saying this same location that I am in. So this will download all those files into the third folder, this one. So let's download that. We have a mistake, so let's check. Not sure where the mistake is. So S3 AWS S3 not async, just sync. That was my mistake. And you have S3 and dot and slash. Let's get the bucket name. Hopefully we don't have another mistake here. AWS S3 sync and S3 colon slash, yeah, think, and then dot for this location that I am in. So as you can see, it's downloading the files. It's not finished, that's why they are named that way. And when it's done, it will give the actual name of the file once it's combined it. So as you can see, we have downloaded the files. Those were the 2 files that we've downloaded from S3. And now we have to delete one of the files, all of them. So if we refresh, you can see that we still have those files. And to delete, we'll write AWS S3 RM for remove, and the bucket that we are referring to. So this is the name, and then we are looking for a file called zoom.mp3. So AWS S3 RM, the S3 bucket, and the file that we are looking to delete. So when you do that, as you can see, delete S3 bucket, and when we refresh this, it will show us that we've lost the file, and we can do it for the second one too. If you click the up arrow, it will give you your last command, and we can just write Gotham in here and enter. It will also delete the file for us in S3. So if we refresh, the file is gone. So basically that's the setup and uploading, deleting and downloading of files from S3. So I'm going to be doing a few S3 related stuff with JavaScript, basically in Node, and we might even link it to S3, to Lambda, I mean, just to show you how these things work together. So should be fun. Until next time, I hope this was fun and educative. Like and subscribe. Bye.